After 21 races, it comes down to the final race once again. Hello everybody and welcome to the finale of the F1 2016 live career mode being streamed right now on YouTube. We're here in Abu Dhabi, probably one of the most beautiful tracks and scenery on the calendar. We are here for the winner takes all situation. If you guys don't know, whoever wins between me and Max Verstappen today in the race will be crowned world champion. And in the last episode, guys, at Brazil, bit controversial race, I will not lie. My wheel breaking down, Alonso tapping us off. Bit of a racing incident though, to be fair. But we came home in second place and we were miles ahead of Max Verstappen, which means, as it stands right now, if you're new to the series, we are both tied on points on 302. Whoever beats the other today will be crowned world champion. Sainz and Vettel are still in a bit of a battle as well, but I think mathematically, I feel Carlos Sainz has got it in the bag, if I'm honest, in P3. And in the Constructors, we've already wrapped it up a few races ago, but 604 points is ridiculous, I have to say, for us there, on there. But for the final time this season, guys, before we leave Red Bull for a new team and a new challenge for us in Season 4, we'll hear from Emma once again for our expectations for the final time this race. Let's hear what she has to say.
Hey, how are you? I have some information on the race goals you should keep in mind.
So we've got to finish 5th or higher, but we're not going to be thinking about any of those objectives. Our main goal is to beat that man there on number 3, beat Max Verstappen. That is our only task we have to do today in this one, and we've got to finish 4th in the championship. Whatever. But today, guys, for the finale of career mode, our light goal is going to be absolutely mad. But I know you guys can do it. You guys can absolutely smash this. Our target for this career mode live right now is 200 likes is the target. And if you smash that, guys, I will reveal a little teaser for Season 4 of our team, our rebranded Sauber car, as well on the screen on Twitter, and in the race with the subs later this evening as well. I'll even give some more teasers away. So if you want to see some hype for Season 4, let me know in the chat and smash that like button. But over 200 likes, guys. You did it in the race stream yesterday in, in Brazil, which I didn't know about until the end of the race, which was absolutely ridiculous that you guys smashed it. So again, 200 likes, guys. Even more than that would be insane if we do it. But if we get 250 likes, I will start the career mode off on Monday. How's about that? You got 2 goals to hit today. 200 for the reveal of my team for Season 4. And 250 likes for the career mode to start on Monday. I was going to start this on about Wednesday or even the end of next week, as I have got a bit of practice for AOL to do. But without further ado, for the final time this season, guys, sit back, enjoy for this finale. Who's going to win? Let me know in the chat who you will be supporting in this race, me or Max Verstappen. But without further ado, it's time, guys. It's finale time. Let's do this.
It's twilight here in the United Arab Emirates, and twilight also on another Formula One season. It's been a captivating story throughout the year, but will we see one final dramatic twist before the end? The drivers will be racing here on Yas Island today through 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are plenty of opportunities to pass, with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, at turns 8 and at turn 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed and plenty of drama to be found in the laps to come. I'm joined again today by none other than Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, obviously there's a lot of development work that goes on with these cars between the races. You've been both a test driver and a race driver. What differences are there in the way you approach those roles?
Interesting question, Crofty. They're 2 very different mindsets. I mean, when I tested for BAR, we had full in-season testing where, per driver, you'd cover up to 15,000 kilometres per season. And in that role, it was more about working for the team, trying to help them improve the car and drive as systematically as you could, so that that data could be analysed in the most consistent way. When you're lining up on the grid for a race, however, your frame of mind's all about what you can get out of the situation on that day, and the car's the tool to help you achieve what you want. You still want to focus on setup, of course, but it's more about the here and now, getting yourself as far up the field as possible, and less about development work for the future.
There's still a chance we can win this championship, so go out there and bring back the title.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and talented Spaniard Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Alonso, Jenson Button and Kvyat, a Red Bull, Vettel, Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton, Grosjean, Palmer, Pascal Wehrlein and Magnussen, Bottas, Gutierrez, Rio Haryanto and Marcus Ericsson, Massa and Nasser, Sergio Perez and Nico Hülkenberg completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So here we go, lads. For the final time in Season 3, we are on the grid in this Red Bull for the final time as well. We are leaving the team as we're going on to new adventures for Season 4. And look at this strategy by the team. Look at that. 2 ultra softs, a soft and a super soft stint. That's interesting on there. The Manji tyres, the soft and the super soft. That is completely fine. I may switch the strategies a little bit with this one, as we have got to use those 2 tyres unless it rains, but it's not going to rain, as you can see, it's perfect sunshine. But for the final time, guys, here is the setup if you miss qualifying that you can use for your own career modes, your online league racing as well, or you just single player, whatever you want to do on there. I will be doing a full setup guide for every track I've done this season in the Red Bull, as it's the highest team I'm going to probably do in career mode on F1 2016, so it will help you a lot in your league racing because it's the same ones I use. So if you want to use them, be my guest. But the video for that will be tomorrow, guys, where I'll be doing all the setups for every track this season, and hopefully as well you guys will love that. So no formation up if you are new to the series as well, and make sure, guys, to slap a like on this if you want to see the reveal of Season 4 for my team and the rebranded Sauber, which isn't called Sauber. I'm just going to give you a bit of a point there if you are new as well. And 250 likes for the start of this career mode being started on Monday instead of later in the week. But without further ado, here we go. I am pumped for this. All we got to do is beat Max Verstappen. That is the goal, but the lights are on for the final time in Season 3. Here we go. The lights are on, away we go in Abu Dhabi, and it's a good start from us there. Somewhat a bit of a box there, but all good. We haven't lost any positions. As we go around the outside of Kvyat, who's been held up by Alonso, and we're going to go around the outside of him, who's had a poor early start. Running a little bit wide there. Oh, nearly made contact with Alonso again. Brings back Brazil all over again. Didn't want that. But he just closes the door there, and we just got to sit in, really, and just chill. But Max Verstappen's only 2 places ahead of us there. As you can see, Button's doing us a massive favour, holding him around the outside, which will help Alonso hopefully get past him. But all we need to do in this race is, if we're both in the points, I've got to get ahead of Verstappen. And what is... oh my god, it's going to kick off already. All hell's breaking loose, but we've got... look at the slipstream. We're going to try and take 2 McLarens on a straight if we can. We've got the inside line, maybe even our teammate potentially as well. We made a little bit of contact with our teammate, but we've got to hold it around the outside, and Button comes out of absolutely nowhere and wipes us out, and that is not what I needed to start off on. And we've been made contact as well with, I think it was Nasser, but Button just came out of nowhere out of there, and I thought we were clear, and Button just pops up on the right side of my screen. And yeah, we've got to do it the hard way, guys. The hard way begins as we take a beautiful late lunge on Perez, and we move back up to 19th. So we've got all the work to do right now. Button is trolling us right now. Oh my god. We have to literally pray Verstappen gets a DNF. A DNF will do for us if we don't score any points, because we've got more wins than Verstappen by quite some margin, as you guys know, from our streak that we had at the start of the season before Monaco came around with our 5 wins on the bounce. But luckily Max isn't too far away, so that's not too bad for us. But still early days though. Still a long way to go though. We're going to try and maybe switch strategies up a bit and try and do one less stop and not pit for the ultras, but we'll see what Verstappen does. And if he gets held up, that's the main factor. But let's just pray, everyone, that Verstappen blows up in this race. as we go down the inside of Felipe Massa into the chicane. Definite quick move there. We've got to get very quickly past this train of cars as Verstappen's pulling away, which is not what I need right now. But it's last to first for the championship. That's all I have to do right now. We will have to skip the Ultra Softs. We're going straight on to the set of Super Softs for the next stint. We have to do it. We've got to outthink Verstappen here. Oh, Jeff's giving me a bit of an early call. Lap 2? I don't want to pit lap 2, Jeff. It's a bit early. Down the inside we've got an Ericsson. Bit of a late lunge on our future potential teammate. Also as well, guys, I forgot to mention this in the start of the video. In the top right hand corner, if you cannot see it, then refresh it, is a poll right now where you can vote for a return of a series that I did on F1 2013 and F1 2012, I think it was, of the overtakes, top 5 overtake series that I did. That I absolutely loved making, and you guys loved it as well. Got the community involved, and I'll maybe bringing it back for F1 2016 as a, not as a weekly thing, but I'll see what you guys feel. So if you want to see a top 5 overtakes returning of you guys singing your own submissions for your overtakes online, then be my guest to make your vote count. As we've got the Lord and Saviour trying to battle for us, and he's tapped us out actually. Ria Haryanto has tapped us out there. Oh my god, what are you doing, Ria Haryanto? Oh, this is our race over now. I can definitely confirm that now. Haryanto has basically took us out of the championship hunt already. We've got to pray Max has an incident now. It's our only saving grace. But Haryanto, what is with the AI today? Did he want to take me out? And just like, they know they don't want me to win the championship. Or has Max Verstappen paid for them already? So what can I say? The championship's over, guys, already. No flashbacks as well in the series. If you are new to the channel, no flashbacks are required or restarts. So we'll have to just stick with what we've got, and this is what I need. This is not what I need right now. We have to just put off some amazing drive right now if we're going to win this. But let's pray, guys. Let's just pray. It can happen. Verstappen got a DNF in Germany, remember. So we've got to just pray that Max has issues or has to pit more than me. So let's just keep praying, guys. Let's just keep praying right now that we can still win this. We've got to have faith. But the AI have cost us here. No, not our fault whatsoever. The AI have cost us this. Of Button and... Oh, we just nearly missed the pit entry there. But we're going to jump onto the set of the Super Softs and just pray that the team can do me a good job here. The Mercedes have been out. I don't know who it's for, but... Oh, blue screen of death, please. Right, everyone in the chat right now. Everyone right now. Put hashtag blow up Verstappen right now. Blow up Verstappen right now, guys. Spam the chat right now with that. Right now. I'm going to do one more stop, potentially on the soft tyre to get us to the end of the race and just avoid any incident whatsoever. Oh my god, cold tyres. Holy mother of God. Right, soft tyres are now applied. Now we've got to push like absolute madmen right now. Also, don't think about the safety car as well. We've got that to think about. If that gets implemented, then that's going to be interesting. So, that's what we want to see. Blow up Verstappen. That's what we want to see in the chat. Right now. Now it's a difficult task for us. But we have to absolutely go for it now. And is that Verstappen? Oh my god, he's there. He's basically like 2 pit stops ahead of us, but... Oh my god. We need to get past people quickly. Because Verstappen is on the super soft tyres. That is not what I wanted to see. Right, let's go for it now, guys. We need to go for it. We'll try and do one less stop. That's our only Prix saving grace right now that we have to do is a 2-stop. So we need to crawl back the time now on the set of Super Softs and try and get them as long as possible. Like we did in Suzuka, we need to pull that inner Suzuka in us with that amazing tyre strategy that we did. And see how we go. And look at that, we're purple in the last sector, so that's very encouraging so far for us right now. And we've got nearly over 300 people nearly in this stream watching the comeback, hopefully. So absolutely amazing support, guys. Thank you so much for Season 3. It's been probably one of the biggest success stories for me on the channel. You guys have loved this season, even though I was in a higher team, which I was kind of worried about. And I will admit, sometimes in this series I've got a bit bored of the Red Bull. Just like Japan, for example, I had a, you know, no, why would I stop talking? Because that's not a point of a live com and a live stream. People go, oh look, he's not talking, that's not cool. I don't take it that seriously. I just do it as a walkthrough and have fun playing a sport that I love to do. But luckily for us, we're catching up to Max very slowly because he's just come around that corner and we were at the start of the exit of the chicane, so we're pulling a little bit on him. But we're right on the back of another potential teammate that we could have here. That is Felipe Nasr, potentially. So I want you guys to think about, because I'm going to be releasing a pre-season video for Season 4, where I'm actually going to ask you guys to vote on who you want me to team with for Season 4. Is it going to be Nasr or is it going to be Marcus Ericsson? And I'm going to ask you guys to decide in the next video for career mode, which will be out Monday. Will be the preview video at some point during the daytime, and I'm going to do the launch of the career mode on Monday night if you guys smash the target. Look at that, fastest lap of the race. Just showing the statement that we're going to have to put down here.
You're lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up.
So we've got to get past Nasr now. Oh, what is he doing? Doing there? Oh, for God's sake! The AI are not being nice today, are they, guys? But this is the car potentially we're going to be driving next season at the back of the field. It's going to be a huge task on our hands, but I'm up for it. That's what's good about the series, is I like challenges on me, and it's a Road to Glory style. We're going to do a Brawn GP style career mode, starting off taking from a team and just making our own, just making it cool. We're going to go down the inside of Nasr finally, as we lost a bit of time there. Oh god, don't get taken over by Nasr again. Come on. Yes, there we go. Position gained. Now I've got to defend from him. He's got the Sauber, the Ferrari engine. He's catching. As our teammate pits on lap 6, surprisingly, on the Super Softs. So that's a surprise, actually, that Max is pitting this early. So I think he's definitely doing a free stop strategy. So we have to absolutely go for it now. And we may have to manage the tyres to do the soft stint and make it work. I think Max may go onto the softs here, or he may go onto this, the ultra softs now. But it's all going to depend on what Max does here, strategy wise. So we'll wait and see what he does, but I need to start managing my tyre wear.
We advise moving to mix 2. Fuel to mix 2.
So we'll go up to mix 2. So we're up to 19th now. Slowly going through the field, very slowly. Still got 22 laps to go in this one. Still got time. There is Max. That was a bit too deep there. We lost a little bit of time, even though we went purple in the first sector. We'll go up to Rich. Max may do another 2 stints. That could be a true. He could be doing 2 stints, but it's all right, Yoss. I know some people will support Max over me, so I can understand. So I completely understand your loyalty to Max. I like Max anyway, so I can understand your point. I'm just praying that these cars all here that haven't made a pit stop, who are on the softs, can hold up Max for me, as we'll get ever closer. as we've actually gone purple. That is very, very encouraging signs.
Okay, car ahead is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car ahead.
Yes, I know that, Jeff. AI has better tyre wear. You don't know that. They've made some stupid calls this season. I'm not going to lie. And I think some of you would agree with me on that. Vettel now the fastest man on a 42. Well, we'll see if I need the pack to hold up Verstappen for me. But obviously they've not been nice to me so far this race, as we've already on to lap number 8. 21 laps to go, and we get the fastest lap as well. That's perfect.
7 seconds.
That's all we need to do, is just set fastest laps after fastest laps and just push. There is Max. He's been held up there, which is definitely what I need.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.1 seconds.
As we're pulling away from NASA very, very fast there, so I don't think we're going to have to worry about him. But between the two Saubers, looks like Ericsson's doing the best job overall.
Be aware, there's an incident.
Oh, hello. We've got a yellow flag, guys. Could this be a safety car potentially?
We're considering switching to
Oh my god, Max Verstappen! Max Verstappen, guys, has crashed. Oh my god. Guys, the contention is back on. Max has made contact with Kimi Raikkonen. Oh my god. Even though we're down in 17th place, holy mother of God. This is now interesting. Oh my god. The scenes, guys. Let's get some hype in the chat right now. What scenes we've just witnessed right there. I saw a yellow flag and I thought, oh, it's a safety car potentially. And then I saw Verstappen sideways and I think he took out Raikkonen trying to pass him. Holy God. But it's not over yet though, guys. It is not over. Don't count your chickens just yet. He's only a few seconds behind. You can see him there. Unless he pits, we are definite contenders right now if it pops up saying teammate in the pits. I don't think he is. And I think he took out Raikkonen. He's got a broken front wing. And it was actually Sebastian Vettel actually, not Raikkonen.
Our teammate is 7.6.
So the Red Bull's having a poor race weekend right now. What did I say, guys, earlier? That anything can happen. Max blowing up. Well, I think he blew up Vettel. Oh my God, the scenes now, guys. As it stands right now, we'll win the championship, even though we're tied on points, because I've got more wins over Max. I think it's like 8 to something or more. I can't remember how many wins I've had, but I know it's considerably more than Max has. I think it's like 9-5. So all I've got to do now is basically match Verstappen's strategy. That's all I've got to do, and we've won it. So, but as long as he's outside the top 10, he only needs a point really, and if we're outside, but he's not catching us, which is even more important right now. But you guys are in for a classic right now. Oh my lord, the scenes though. Oh, it's not over though. We've still got what, another 20 laps to go, or 19 laps to go. Carlos Sainz, however, is leading the way for Toro Rosso on the softs. So, but look at the gaggle of cars here. I'll be happy with not scoring a podium here, but starting to lose a little bit of grip there on these ultra softs. So maybe we'll have to definitely do a free stop. 50% on the tyres already. We've done 7 laps though, to be fair, on these tyres. So I may have to switch onto the softs now and go onto the ultras at the end. Is the only, because I do not want any punches. We've got to be tactical here, but also be concerned about the tyre wear. As you guys know, we have been capable of punches this season and through previous seasons by the end of the race. So I've got to think about that. We've got a nice gap to Verstappen, remember, and we can crawl it back anyway while he's on used super softs right now. The revenge of the Finn, I'm loving it, guys. But remember, guys, if you hit over 200 likes, guys, straight after the stream, you need to go to my Twitter, as I will reveal the car and the stuff this guy has done for me. I want to give him a proper shout out in the preview video that we've got coming up. That is going to be, mwah, I've got to say, brilliant. And there are some reasonings behind. It's going to be unbranded. I'm going to say that about the car. There's no sponsorship on the car, as we're basically starting a team from scratch, as a HRT was. And maybe down the line we could maybe get some, you know, sponsorship deals tied up. Because I'm actually in talks with some sponsors right now for the channel, so I could maybe stick them on the car. But we'll wait and see how we get on with that. But I think tactically I'm going to pit this lap. I'm going to take a bit of a gamble here. Go on the softs now and then go on to the ultras at the end. Because I've just got a feeling that with the tyres being at 50-odd%, it's just not going to work for us. And we just get ahead of Williams there. So this is a definite call to get these softs off and go on to the super softs, sorry, and go on to the softs. So that's what we want. G35, it's basically, I think you've got auto connection on or some auto quality. So we're going to definitely commit to a free stop now. It's just the best strategy really that we have to do. As Raikkonen sets the fastest lap, who got absolutely wiped. Both Ferraris and both Red Bulls outside the points is going to be a bit of a surprise to some of you. So I know for a fact Max is going to be on the softs at the end of the race. He has to do a two-stop. So we've just really got to crawl back the time now. Maybe pit early for the ultras and just go for it right now. But I think that's the tactic right there. We just have to just basically get rid. We just got to commit to this free stop now. But I can't believe Max Verstappen. Oh, there is Max. He's not far away actually. Remember, we've got about a 6-second cushion, 6-7 second cushion when we pitted. So he's going to come up behind us anyway. But it's going to be this stint that's going to be the crucial point of the race right now, as Sainz leads the way right now. It's all as Max has crossed the line, so he's not far away at the minute. Remember, his tyres are going to go off the cliff as we've got another one in the pits. I think there's a Force India coming in, as it's Perez, as he's going to be making his second stop of the race. As we're coming up to half distance then of the end of Season 3 of this absolutely chaotic Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I would not have expected what has gone down in this one. Both championship contenders outside the points as it stands. Oh, we go too deep into the chicane there, but we did go purple in the first sector. So we're just trying to get past like the likes of Massa and just get some clean air. That's what we need right now. But as we're going to come down the straight then. Gotta take gambles now. That's the train that massive train may have to help me here later on in the race. Lost 3 temps there in that middle sector from that mistake at the chicane. Oh, that was way too early. Cost us a lot of time there. Just getting a bit of dirty air there from Massa. As Button goes fastest on a 42.7, so he's on the charge after his contact with me, which I still am baffled as to why he did it. But oh well. Oh, that's a beautiful run there on Massa. We're going to try and stay behind him here and get DRS on him. That's what I need to do, really. and get a nice run on him out of the hairpin here if I can. So we'll just go a little bit wide and just try and get a good exit out of the, which we have done, getting that slipstream. And we've got no DRS. Where's my... Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much, guys. Red Bull are now trolling me now with no DRS. Absolutely fantastic. That's all I need right now. Fan dabby dozy. Look at that train. That train looks absolutely lovely. Don't you guys think? I may go on the super softs actually instead of the ultras, but we'll see how they get on. Remember, I have got 2 fresh sets of ultras ready for us, so we can go a little bit longer than we did on 3 laps, of course. But still, no idea what the championship is at the minute. I don't know where Max is position-wise, but oh my god.
Distance to teammate 13.5 seconds.
As long as Max is not 10th, I'll take it. Right now, Jenson Button's going through the field quite quickly, but that train has to help me here. I've said it and I say it again, that train has to hold up Max Verstappen as much as possible and we can catch up, because it's going to mean a lot for the pit stop phase if Max has got to do one final pit stop. We've got to close the gap down now. Just missed the curb there. That's what I need to do. We're under the fuel light now, which is not what I want. But we are catching them. That train is big. So they are doing me a big favour right now, and especially in this final sector, which is just all tight and twisty. Nowhere to overtake for Max, as Science is comfortably leading this race by 1.5 miles right now. If I was Max, I would pit now if I was him. As someone's got in the pits. Don't know who it is, but
Hamilton has just entered the pits.
oh, it's Lewis Hamilton actually. So Lewis Hamilton pits and goes on to the super soft, so I'm guessing he's doing one more stop.
Car in front is 9.
So we'll see what he does. Gonna lift it through. We're gonna check tyres in a minute. I haven't even really looked at it since we pitted at the end of lap 10, I think it was, or 11. But I can just see Max Verstappen in the mirrors or on my screen.
3.6 seconds.
I can see him. Oh, hello guys. We've got another wreck up ahead. I don't know, it's Pascal Wehrlein. Thought it was Max for a second, but Pascal Wehrlein's on his merry ways again. But could we have another scene right now of chaos? Max is still in that big train. He's right at the back of that train as well. But Pascal Wehrlein, the unfortunate one there and all that. And I think he's got a puncture or some sort of issue with his car. Got to take him now while he's got damage on the car. I think he's lost a bit of his front wing, so I think he's going to be diving into the pits anytime soon. A few more people make their pit stops though, ahead of us, which just helps Verstappen out a little bit. As Kvyat's in the pits off the and Rosberg as well. Just got to keep going. Still undecided on what strategy to do here. If we can get to lap 21, I'm committing to the ultras. If anything earlier than that, I'm just have to go with the super softs. But I think as it stands, Verstappen is on course for the championship. He's in the points right now, which is not what I need right now. But I can just see the button dot on the map, which is quite encouraging right now. Tyres, 35%. We could go, guys, onto the ultras. I'm committing to ultras. If they're already that bad. Tyre wear. There's Verstappen as well. Oh, here comes Jeff again. What's Jeff got for me this time? Jeff wants me in next lap for 2 ultras. I don't think so, Jeff. We're going all the way with these. So that gives me an indication about 6 laps on the ultras. Well, actually no, take that back. 13 laps, so it'll be 7 and 6. Alonso leads the race. Could we see another McLaren winning again? Winning the last 4 races of the season as we just have a terrible run through there. Which is not what I need to do. It all depends on when Max pits. He is going to be on the softs though. He has to take that pit stop on the softs. And speaking of which, he makes his way into the pits for his final stop of the race, I believe. Unless he goes onto ultras like he did last season and trolled himself. But we are now ahead of him. In position with Jody and Palmer now in 10th, which means we are in 9th place and in a points paying position. That is what we need right now. But we're still continuing on, lads. We're still gonna go, as I've just absolutely bottled that corner completely. And we've got a penalty as well. Oh my god, why did I do that so quickly? Oh my god, this is... Oh my god, come on. Right, that traffic has to play a role here. That traffic has to help me right now and hold off Max Verstappen. A penalty, which to be fair I deserved for that, because I just didn't turn. If I turned in a bit more I would have got away with it, but the steward's very, very aggressive after the contacts we've had, and obviously Verstappen with Raikkonen. It's going to play, as that penalty is deserving, and I will understand that people in the chat will be annoyed with that, but I will take it very gladly on the chin, and could be the decider factor here. I need to build the gap to Max now while he's in traffic. Remember, we have to beat Max. That's all we need to do. Stay ahead of him and we've won. And build a 3-second gap as well in the process. He might have a penalty as well, remember, for the contact with Raikkonen and Vettel possibly. So we've got all that to think about. But we're back to nearly where we actually started in the race, which is quite funny as well. So we're up to P6 now. So as long as we can go for another 3 laps here, we should be fine.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.0 seconds.
But as long as we've got a nice gap to Palmer, that's all we need to do. It's only 3 seconds, guys. It's not much, but there's the gap to Max Verstappen, who's still in that train right now. That's all we need. We'll be about 4 seconds, I think, when we come out of the pits to Max as it stands, I believe. So we've got to crawl 7 seconds back to win the World Championship. It's a big ask, but the penalties just made this championship even more interesting. Okay, Jeff. We'll try to. Tyres at 51%. Oh my god. NASA's got issues. What's the gap? Well, we're maintaining the gap to Palmer, which is encouraging at the minute. As long as I can keep that gap, that's all I can do really for the time being. So I've run a little bit wide there. as we've got Harrianto in the pits, believe for his final stop of the race. But we've just got to continue. It's the only option we've got.
Our gap to our teammate is
Maybe even tactically go in the pits lap 20. But 21 is my target on the Ultras to the end of the race. As long as I maintain the gap, that's all we got. And some hype in the chat, guys. We're in the podium positions again. We're up in the podium spot. So that's definitely what I needed to do. And Max is still in the train. Max, I believe, is on the softs, Kimmy, because he has to do it unless he's on Ultras. If he's on Ultras, then I feel we've wrapped the championship up. So we'll wait and see what Max is on when he passes us, because he's going to come ahead of us once we make our pit stop. But the traffic is going to be the key here, as I've mentioned. Fresh Ultras as well is going to help us as well. Got to remember that. Palmer and Rosberg battling for 4th place, and he gets it done. And there's Max, still squabbling in the train. And it's going to hurt his tyres as well, being in that train with the dirty air. I think Sainz is on a free stopper here with me. And I think Verstappen's in the points right now, as it stands, but we'll wait and see what Max does here strategy-wise. Rosberg 4 seconds up the road.
is 4.0 seconds.
Got to keep going. I may tactically pit this lap and just go for it. What have we got to lose? Unless Verstappen pits. What do you guys think? Should I pit this lap? Take a gamble? Fresh ultra softs? We saw Verstappen, well not Verstappen, I think some people went out till lap 6 on used Ultras, so that's quite encouraging right now. I think I've got a used set of Super Softs right now, but I'm just losing too much time. Now Rosberg's catching me, and I may as well use Ultras if I've got 2 fresh sets ready for me. I need I need to now decide what to do.
The car ahead is 14.9 seconds.
Losing half a second to Rosberg's not going to help. Right, we're pitting. A lot of you are saying pit, so I'm pitting. I'm losing too much time here. I'm losing half a second to Rosberg in one sector. I'm just going to have to take the gamble now. Why not? If we don't do it now, I feel we're going to get a puncher in the next lap. We're going to take a massive, massive gamble now.
Okay, some information on NASA. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of...
Oh, got away with that there. Come on, boys. Where's Max? Max is 9th. Well, he's going to be 8th now. Come on, guys. Let's pray right now these tyres last.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
But if Max pits, then that's all we need, and we can just cruise to the end of the race on these tyres. But we've got nothing to lose now. We just have to go for it. So I think one lap's going to be a bit of a tricky one for us on the Ultras. So we've got to think about that, but we've got to get past these guys quickly. And saving fuel is helping me as well. And luckily we've got DRS as well. So we've got past him there. We've got past one person. And I hope these guys as well hunt them down. I've got a feeling Max has to pit again. I don't know why, but I've got a feeling. A possible feeling. I'm not sure, but I've got an inkling. Because some people did this strategy 24, as I've just went absolutely airborne there. And they pitted on lap 24 for ultras for some bizarre reason. So some people may have to pit again. We'll wait and see what happens. As long as I don't lock up everywhere. Move the back end a little bit there. Max is being hunted down by this train, led by Ericsson, Haryanto and a few others. But this train's going to be really spicy right now. What's our tyre wear like? 4%. It's not bad.
4.6 seconds.
Just have to be audacious now on my moves. Get a good exit. Come on, Haryanto. He wiped us out at the start of the race. Let's get that move done on Haryanto very early. And we've got Marcus Ericsson now for company. Up to Rich, getting that slipstream put out already. It's a drag race, Renault versus Ferrari engine, and we've got it done. Very easily, and we're up to 13th now. Jenson Button, best get your arse into gear, mate. Which he actually is, because he's passing Bottas. Which is going to help me a little bit. Oh, they've been pushed out wide. No DRS. The championship is still on, guys. Come on.
Gap to car in front is 0.5 seconds. The gap
Oh, Bottas, get out of the way, mate.
0.6 seconds. Okay, some information on NASA. They're speeding up again, so I expect they fixed whatever the problem was.
Again, the slipstream of Bottas. We'll try and get him in the corner here if we can. A little bit of a late move, but we get it done. Coming up to 6 laps remaining in this one. Dirty air's not going to help us. Button has to get his arse into gear and catch up to that train if he wants me to win this championship of Great Britain, of course. Not long to go now. 6 laps to the end of season 3. Oh, what a run that is on Button. What a run on Jenson Button. We'll go round the outside of him. Oh, just lock up there. Oh, and he comes back at us there. We do what we should have done in where we got the penalty from, but round the outside we're going with Jenson side by side, and we just about get it done there on our fellow Englishman, and we get the DRS as well, and give him a bit of a tow as well to catch up to the pack. What great driving that from the pair of us there. Oh, there's a Toro Rosso as well in this. Kvyat. I wonder if Kvyat can do me a favour. This train's going to be the pivotal factor in this one. The tyres look fine as well, I must add. So we should be fine to the end of the race.
Burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
I'm hoping Palm, who's leading it actually? It's a Haas leading this train. So let's see how we get on with this one. Hopefully the Haas is going to help me here. As there is Max Verstappen, 2 cars ahead of us now.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
As there's a shitload of people in the pits, which is not helping me one little bit. As Hamilton, Kvyat are in the pits.
Only a second away from the car ahead.
As we've now set the fastest lap of the race. As next up is Sebastian Vettel, and look who's ahead of us now. Have to shift down there. Come on, Ryan. Gonna make a late move on Vettel. Very aggressive dive there, but we've got it done. And we may even get DRS here on Max Verstappen, who is on soft compounds here. Did we get DRS? That's the question. The answer to that is no. Come on. Come on, Haas, you can hold up Verstappen for me. That'll just be the will of good right now. But to say we've had 2 spins of new front wing and we're up in 8th is pretty impressive for me, I've got to say. And we've got DRS as well on Verstappen. So we've got 4 laps to go then at the line. Come on, Grosjean, the French baguette. Hold up Verstappen for me. And we've got even more traffic up ahead as well. Look how close we are now. Gonna make a move on our teammate, squeeze him out, and we've got it done. So we're up now on Verstappen. Now we've got to build a 3-second gap, and we are crowned world champions now. That's all we've got to do now. So come on, Grosjean, do not hold me up now. I'll give you some baguettes. Oh, he's left the door open though, and he lets me through. I'm being aggressive, I'm not gonna lie. We set a new match off, almost matched the fastest lap of the race for us there. Now Grosjean has to help me here. With only 4 laps to go, now we've got to build that 3-second gap.
Okay, the gap behind is 1.0.
So we've already got a second, which is important. But it's when Max gets past is the question in all of this. 400 people watching this now is ridiculous. 35% as well on the tyres. I've got to think about the tyre wear now as well. Verstappen's got past. Verstappen's now up to P6. Sorry, Palmer and Gutierrez have had a moment. This is gonna help me. This is. And Palmer's got DRS as well. And Gutierrez. Let's make this free wide. Let's make it fun. Shouldn't have done that. Palmer, what you doing? Oh, he's been checked up by Gutierrez. Thank you very much. Palmer, 2 point. We need 7 temps in 3 and a bit laps. That's all we need now. But that was a scary moment there. We're going to be on the podium here, potentially. Oh, what a dive! What a move that. Well, that was sort of a good move, but that would have been executed absolutely perfectly, and it just helps us massively with our gap to Max Verstappen. He's there though, unfortunately. But with 2 cars to pass, this could work for us. So now we've got to absolutely go like a madman. Right now, Sainz is on ultras, and I believe he's going to hunt down. I think it's Fernando Alonso leading it, but Palmer and Gutierrez have to now pray that they hold him up here. As we think we've got a Sauber coming up next. I think it's Nasser who's had a load of issues today in this career mode race. But remember guys, later tonight is going to be the race with the subs, guys. If you guys don't know what that is our race with you guys on the PC. So if you want to come along and race with me, be my guest. Luckily for us, I think Palmer in the same engine as us is doing us a favour here. Alonso leads. I think he could win this, and it could be another win for McLaren. This is the sector for us. We've got to hope that gets held up here, as it's so tight and twisty. Nowhere to pass unless like we did. So 2 laps to go then. Alonso leads by 20 seconds. So McLaren have pulled off a worldie of a strategy tonight under the lights, and will wrap up their season in a very good mood going into season 4, as we have a nice drift there under the hotel complex, as Sainz sets the fastest lap, which is encouraging for any Toro Rosso fans. Lost a bit of time there, but what's the gap to Gutierrez, and where? Right, luckily Verstappen's still behind, still behind, and we've got to think about, oh god, fuel. Come on, fuel, don't let me down now, come on. We are building the gap up. What's the gap now? 2.4 seconds. We need 6 temps. I don't know if it's enough, but remember Verstappen's got another car between him and Gutierrez, and there is the... oh, this is going to be close. Tyre wear now 50%, as I've mentioned. If we get another penalty, it's over. I can definitely confirm that. But what a cracking end to the season of Season 3. We've outdone Season 2 by a mile here in the finale. And I think Verstappen's got... oh no, he's still behind Palmer. Nearly 500 people watching this now. We're nearly hitting the goal that I've set out. Come on, Ryan, come on. Let's get some hype, guys. Give me some inspiration right now. Come on. Cheer me on for the last lap as Alonso starts the final lap of Season 3. Right now, the gap is 2.4 seconds to Gutierrez. Obviously, Palmer's in that, and Max Verstappen is as well. So it's literally going to come down. Max has to pass Palmer here if he's got any chance of winning this World Championship. It has gone forwards and backwards, this championship, in this race. And what a fitting way to end the season with this as we start the final lap of this career mode. We could even finish on the podium here, guys. We just need 3 attempts for pole, unless it's going to be Gutierrez on that podium spot. And what a comeback drive this is, I've got to say. From us, we've got fuel to think about as well. As we're over the fuel limit, but I'm just being over cautious right now. What's the gap now? 2.5 seconds to Gutierrez right now. So we may not be on the podium, but it's encouraging signs that we could be finishing P4 in this race. Max is still behind Palmer right now. Oh my god, come on guys, come on. Not long to go. We're going to stay in standard now. We've got 0.12 plus on the fuel. And we've got a potential future teammate next ahead of us. Oh, back end slid out there. The rears are coming off now. I think Fernando Alonso is about to cross the line very shortly to win the last race of Season 3. What's the gap? 2.4. It's not going to be enough, guys, for a podium spot. But it will most definitely be a World Championship situation as Alonso wins and picks up another win for McLaren. His 3rd successive win of the season as well. But all we can think about now is, are we 3 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen at the end of this race? It is going to be extremely close. I do not know what is going to happen right now in these last 2 corners, but we're about to find out. We come across the line right now for, I've got to say, apart from the penalty, a fantastic drive from 2 spins to finish in 3rd place, and we have to wait and see if we are crowned world champion. Come on, lads, get in there.
There were questions at the start of the season as to whether this package could really go all the way, but there's no question anymore. What a special year it's been. And here they are now, the new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. A great win then for the McLaren team today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the McLaren team, and I'm really happy to see them there on the top step of the podium.
Well, what can I say? That is a bizarre podium, I have to say. Alonso wins again. Sainz continues his strong form, and Gutierrez gets his first podium of the season for Haas, but I can't believe that race. You will never see a race like that before. What a race. What a season. And all I can say, guys, is thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. This also means that there's no catching our leader anymore, and we crown a new World Drivers' Champion. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I think I'll go for Esteban Gutierrez. He showed his innate speed, and it was really one of his best drives of the season.
It may already be wrapped up, but let's look at the constructors' standings. Red Bull have extended their lead over the championship. It was also a strong Grand Prix from Haas F1 this weekend. Fantastic work from the American team to move themselves further up the table. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
Look how close it is, guys. Look how close. We were on the verge of losing the championship. 2/10 of a second between me and Max Verstappen. Holy mother of God, that was close. But Alonso wins by 14 seconds from Carlos Sainz. A strong Spanish 1-2 there. Esteban Gutierrez in 3rd place for Haas. Impressive, I have to say, for him. Me confirmed in 4th place with the penalty as well. And then about 3/100ths behind me is Jody and Palmer. And then 2/10 back is Max Verstappen, our teammate. The French baguette is in 7th. Vettel in 8th, Button 9th, and Bottas completes the top 10, with Haryanto sadly missing out on a point, unfortunately, on there. And the confirmed retirees, no one retired, which is even good for the end of season, that everyone got to the end, which is fantastic as well. What a finale that was. Absolutely finale. I'm just mind-boggled how we've done that. But we've won the championship by 4 points. What an end to the season. Let's get some hype in the chat for us. Let's get some trophy emojis in there. I don't know if you can find it. Or some hype in the chat for us being world champions. I don't know if we've hit the goal yet. I've not looked at my stats yet. But here's the final classification then. We win by 4 points. Sainz comes home in 3rd. Vettel in 4th. Fernando Alonso in P5. Kvyat 6th. Raikkonen, Button, Hamilton and Bottas complete the top 10. And the rest of the results of the standings for Season 3 are on your screen right there. With Grosjean beating Perez and Verline jumping there, and Gutierrez jumping both the Lord and Kevin Magnussen as well up the field as well. And in the Constructors' Championship for the final time, Haas have jumped Manor up to 8th place, but everyone has stayed the same, and the top 11 are on your screen right there for you guys as well. What an end to the season. And what a race that was. That is probably up there with the best career mode races I've done. And you guys have smashed the viewers as well. It's ridiculous. Nearly 500 of you are watching this, which is insane. It's ridiculous. Thank you so much, guys, from the bottom of my heart. You guys are insane viewers. Watching this today is ridiculous. It has been an incredible season. I just want to quickly say a massive thank you to everyone that has come out throughout all the 21 races and all of the 21 qualifying sessions this season for Season 3. It has been a pleasure to do it. It's a pleasure to showcase this live, try and make it as realistic as possible. We've lost the rivalry with Carlos Sainz, by the way, which I'm not really bothered about. And as you can see, we're back in the purple. We are indeed. We may get a contract offer, but I'm not going to set any of them for the announcement I'm going to make right now. At the minute, as we see, we're delighted to announce that your performance has been above our expectations, and obviously we win the Drivers' Championship, and we won the Constructors' Championship for Red Bull. The first double of the season as well for us, which is absolutely fantastic on there. And that basically wraps it up. We are finished for Season 3, and I don't know what's going to happen here, but I don't want to end it there. Let's just see if this works. I don't know if it is going to work or not. There we go. So there are I'm going to go through all the classifications, guys, for Season 3, and then we could just see Max Verstappen's popped up. I love that. But here we go. Look at the wins we had. The first 4 races we won, and then we basically dropped off in Spain and Monaco with Verstappen winning, then we won back in Canada. But look at the DNFs though. We've had so many DNFs this season, it is ridiculous. 5 retirements this season, and we thought it was the cusp of us retiring right there. But what can I say? The team performance is on the right hand side, guys. That is the end of this season, guys, and all I can say is thank you so much. I'm going to end it there, guys, and I'll be back later this evening at 8 o'clock on YouTube for the Race with the Subs episode number 4, which you guys can get involved in as well. I'll let you guys know on Twitter. But head over, guys, at 5 o'clock I will reveal the team for Season 4 of our career mode. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. So I want you guys right now, if you haven't already, to make sure to follow me on Twitter right now for the reveal at 5 o'clock. The mods know what I'm on about, so you guys are in for a bit of a treat there. But all I can say is thank you very much, guys, for the Series 3 of this career mode. So make sure, guys, the mods, if you could really appreciate it, if you could spam the chat with the Twitter link for my Twitter, as the announcement will, you know, go towards that. But thank you so much, guys. I'm wrapping it up there. I will see you later on for the reveal of my team for Season 4 on Twitter. And later on at 8 PM will be the Race with the Subs, which I hope you guys can come out as well. Until then, guys, I will see you on Monday for the launch of Season 4 of our career mode. But until then, guys, I will see you on Monday for that one. But I'll be back later for the race with the subs, and tomorrow the AOR PC Split 1 will be out as well, and the setup video as well will be out tomorrow, and even the teaser for the episode 0 of season 4 will be out on Sunday afternoon. So until then, guys, thank you so much. It means a lot. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more F1. Oh, okay, that guy's getting a message removed because he's... Oh, thank you, Kimmy. Appreciate that. On there. But until next time, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you on Monday for Career Mode episode number 105 of season 4. Until then, guys, have a fantastic Saturday afternoon, and I'll see you later on for Race with the Subs. But on Twitter, head over there right now for the announcement of season 4. Until then, it's goodbye from me, and I shall see you guys in season 4. Until then, have a good day, guys, and take care. See you later, guys. Hashtag double